a story where boundaries are porous and national identities mean little. Militant groups with ever-changing aspirations are not who they claim to be, and neighbors loot and murder while they are praised by the international community.
Hello.
The death toll is now surpassing that of the United States involved in Central Africa. Now facing a critical juncture in their history, the Congolese people need us to change the way we're involved, so that they can have the space to start building the country.
Principle to understand about the Congo. The fears of the Congo have not been determined by the people of the Congo. The national boundaries were formed at the Berlin Conference in 1885, when Congo was given to King Leopold II of Belgium as his own personal property.
He owned it for 23 years, and during that time made a huge fortune off the territory, estimated well over $1 billion in today's American dollars, primarily from turning people into forced laborers to gather ivory and also wild rubber.
As the Belgians were pursuing ivory and rubber, they discovered lots of gold deposits, diamonds, copper, cobalt, and many other minerals.
So, since 1885, the Congo has been caught in the midst of a geostrategic battle, primarily for natural resources.
Part of its ongoing conflict has been the desire by different armed groups and countries to benefit, to get rich, to make money from those particular minerals.
These resources that are found in the Congo are vital to major industries in the West, whether we're talking about the automotive industry, aerospace industry, technology industry, the electronics industry, even the jewelry industry.
These minerals exist in great profusion throughout the Democratic Republic of Congo, especially in its eastern part. This is the largest territory that has to function government.
People can say anything about the Congo is a communist state. There is no freedom of the press. You hear people being killed. The army is not an army. This is a bunch of people who are indisciplined, who still roam the streets.
But all this 125 years must be taken into consideration to fully understand why Congo is in a weakened state today. If we look from 1885 to 1908, we're talking about personal enslavement. From 1908 to 1960, colonialism, Congo under colonial rule. Congo finally elects its leader in 1960, and in 61 was assassinated. So we have assassination. Then a dictator was put over the people for another 3 decades. So now we have dictatorship. Then an invasion was backed from outside of Rwanda and Uganda in 1996 that Congolese people suffer from to this day. So we have 125 years of this. Now what that does is it destroys and eviscerates Congolese institutions.
And when you have great wealth, no government, it's an open invitation, and it's been a sort of a free-for-all war as rival warlords surrounding African countries like Rwanda and Uganda in the east have just gone in there and helped themselves to this enormous natural wealth.
Since 1996, the conflict in Congo has claimed the lives of an estimated 6 million people. Today, neighboring governments continue pandering by using proxy forces to displace entire communities for access to
Slowly. Ah, God. Why you do that? Jesus.
Scenes like this are often misunderstood as simply the result of the deadly war, a mistake that only benefits those trying to hide their illegal exploits.
Nothing to do with kill people like they were flies. You see how people feed a mosquito and that's exactly how they get. Any out of it. Watch them out.
get access. People used to live in those areas. Have we ever asked who was living where the mine was before? Did the mine just show up? Who was visitors to where the mine was?
In 1996, the president estimated 6 million dead. Abject poverty. People living in bestial conditions. Hundreds of thousands of women systematically raised through strategy of war.
Race stability is one of the weapons that works the most. Because as soon as you stabilize the community, you raise the entire village, the women of the entire village, in front of the children, in front of the husband, in front of the neighbors, that community is broken completely. Because the men cannot look at the wife in the eye and say, we were unable to protect you, and the women cannot survive that trauma.
Kongo is one of the worst places in the world to be a woman in the world. And one of my recent trips to Kongo, I met up with a young girl who was 15 years old. She had been violently raped by one of the labor groups. And she had been held for 3 months in a hole in the ground, naked. And every day another combatant would come and rape her. She was only 15. She realized at one stage that she could finally break up. And then they killed her best friend and hit her to the back. And she had to stay in that place with her boy for 6 weeks, unable to climb out of the pit, knowing that she was pregnant and still being raped day in and day out.
Since 1996, hundreds of thousands of Congolese women and girls have been raped, and the violence is escalating. Their attackers are foreign or Congolese, the lines between them blurred by years of greed, chaos, and impunity. As the women are broken, so is the community. The war strategy leaves tens of thousands of people dead every month.
They reduce you to a non-human, in essence. People are being reduced to a non-human so that they cannot think. They can feel powerless. They can feel hopeless. So they can give up.
Imagine. I mean, you may not even be able to put your wrap your mind around it, but imagine there are 6 million people dying in the middle of Europe, and yet we're silent.
To make sense, huh?
Why is it that somebody talks about it? This is the same international community that said, when there was Holocaust, there's no more things like that take place, and yet the same community that Rwanda genocide take place, and yet those who committed genocide in Rwanda caused conflict in the Congo, and the Congo has become the victim of what happened in Rwanda, and what the international community didn't do to stop it.
In 1994, the international community failed to stop the Rwandan genocide and effectively punish its perpetrators. Since then, violence in Central Africa has escalated, along with the growing culture of impunity.
If you don't hold to account those who carry out these horrible atrocities, it leaves the door open for them to do more.
Free to flee the country, hundreds of militants crossed over into Congo for fear of retribution from the Tutsi-led rebellion that took power in Rwanda. The militants were hidden among millions of predominantly civilian Hutu refugees trying to escape the violence in their country.
The refugee camps, which had over 1 million people in them, were being controlled by these very same genocidaires, these people who committed the genocide.
Paul Kagame, who led the Tutsi rebellion and was now in charge of Rwanda, saw these militant refugees as a threat to Rwandan national security.
He came to Washington, D.C., and essentially said, if the international community is not going to do it, we're going to take things into our hands. The U.S. had no official response to that, which he interpreted as a green light.
In the absence absence of justice, a terrifying cycle of revenge was about to take hold in Congo, as Paul Kagame's army prepared to massacre what many experts estimate to be hundreds of thousands of refugees.
And reports started coming in about atrocities that had been committed, in which they had slaughtered thousands of Hutu civilians. Now, believe me, I have no sympathy whatsoever for these genocidaires, these Interahamwe guys who had, committed the genocide in Rwanda. But the civilians, obviously, the children, the women, are you kidding? Why would they be victimized?
These Hutu were not combatants. They were not people under arms. They were elderly. They were women. They were children. They were sick people who were killed in a systematic and highly motivated way, and the UN knew about it almost in real time.
The UN knew, the US government knew, I believe other governments knew as well. They did not make an effort to openly investigate those who were not good enough. They allowed investigations to be blocked, and they didn't push it. Now the question can be asked, why was that the case? And of course, part of the difficulty here was that many policymakers felt guilty. They hadn't done enough to stop the Rwandan genocide, and that genocide guilt allowed them to cope.
That guilt manifested in the era in an extremely pro-Rwanda policy, which essentially allowed the new government of Rwanda to do whatever they wanted, both within their country and within Congo, with impunity.
With the leaders of the United States and the United Nations looking the other way, Kagame proceeded with a full-scale invasion of Congo with his Ugandan ally, Yoweri Museveni.
So the question is, what role does the U.S. play in this? And it was a pretty direct supporting role. I happened to go to Rwanda just before this invasion took place, and major shipments of weapons were coming in at night to support the Rwandan army. We had placed people in the country who were training Rwandan army troops, and in short, we were supporting the invasion.
The United States, what they decided to do in the final analysis was to support an invasion of the Congo.
In this case, you had Rwanda not plundering its natural resource wealth, suffering no sanctions at the United Nations Security Council. And you have to ask why. And it's because they had the very strong support and backing of the United States, United Kingdom, and other governments.
The reason the United States supported Rwanda and Uganda in their invasion of Congo cannot simply be attributed to genocide guilt. The U.S. had economic and political motivations as well. One reason for our involvement extended back to our support of Mobutu Sese Seko, a dictator we helped install in Congo and supported for 32 years.
This man let his country drop. He extracted even more money from it than Leopold did in his time. And Mobutu had a longer reign and a much more developed economy to plunder. And the United States was deeply complicit in that because we supported Mobutu lock, stock, and barrel.
But after the Cold War ended, essentially in 1989, 1990, many of his backers, including the United States government and the French government, essentially abandoned him. He became a liability to them because he had such a bad human rights record.
When Mobutu became an embarrassment, we helped Rwanda and Uganda overthrow him and install another dictator, and another. Now the Congolese people are victims of a corrupt dictatorial network which receives financial support from the United States.
They have looted the place outrageously, taking hundreds of millions of dollars in minerals, sponsoring some of the worst warlords, and with never a protest from Washington.
The role the U.S. plays in Central Africa is complex. Historically, we've maintained influence in the area for access to minerals on which our economy and military rely, but our connection to Rwanda serves our interests in yet another way.
A problem here is really a problem of political will in the United States. Why is Rwanda and why are Uganda important to the U.S. military? Precisely because we can have them do things in Africa that we don't wish to do ourselves. We can have their soldiers die if need be. We can have them deploy places if need be. And so having proxies, having allies, having clients who are willing to do your bidding becomes very important.
The disciplined and organized armies of Rwanda and Uganda are useful for protecting American interests in Africa. Similarly, friendships with dictators are easier to manage than complex, thriving democracies. For generations, the way the United States has been involved in Central Africa has helped perpetuate tyranny and dependency.
So, when you see these prescriptions coming out of Washington and they say, well, we tried everything, you know, we support peacekeepers, we've had peace talks, it's usually within the parameters of maintaining the current order.
This has serious implications in terms of what people don't talk about, U.S. foreign policy. That's where the problem is. It has something to do with the United States and Great Britain supporting strong men in Africa rather than supporting the people.
Now, it's easy to point fingers, to pin the blame of these problems on others. Yes, a colonial map that made little sense helped to breed conflict. The West has often approached Africa as a patron or a source of resources rather than a partner. But the West is not responsible for the destruction of the Zimbabwean economy over the last decade. Wars in which children are enlisted as combatants.
Obama, when he went to Ghana, he had a huge speech that really woke up Africans. He was very harsh. It was almost as a dad telling the kids, you guys need to get your act together. You can't have election here and sprinkle some elections there and call that democracy. That's good for him to say that. Saying that he's demanding that there are some accountability for political leaders in Africa. But he said something that still sticks with me today. He said that America is ready to support strong institutions, but not strong men.
Africa doesn't need strong men. It needs strong institutions. As for America and the West, our commitment must be measured by more than just the dollars we spend. I've pledged substantial increases in our foreign assistance, which is in Africa's interest and America's interest. But the true sign of success is not whether we are a source of perpetual aid that helps people scrape by. It's whether we are partners in building the capacity for transformational change.
So, there are a whole series of things that can be done, keeping in mind that the ultimate solution is going to come from the Congolese people themselves. Our role on the outside is to make sure that we create the space for them to solve and address the challenges that they face.
There's a strong desire for democracy in Congo, with leaders poised to start fixing their country. But key to their success is international pressure on Rwanda and Uganda to stop their destructive intervention. President Obama seems to understand this. For years, he has been an advocate for Congo, and as a senator, he co-sponsored a law that outlines a comprehensive strategy for Congo to realize justice. But key elements of this law have not been fully implemented.
So, President Obama wrote a law to support the Congo, signing into law in 2006 by George Bush, President. Co-sponsored by the Secretary of State today. That law is the most comprehensive law you can think about when it comes to support. Now we have a law that says that the Secretary of State has the power to withhold aid to any nation deemed to be destabilizing the Congo if she has sufficient evidence that this country is doing so. We have so many evidence on Rwanda and Uganda And we even have a late UN report that all the Secretary of State have to do is willing. I said, okay, we are not going to support you. But since 2000, the United States have given Rwanda $1 billion. The leaked UN report is calling this government a genocidal government. Why is the United States supporting a genocidal government?
And it doesn't have to be that way. You do not have to slaughter millions of people to get access to the cobalt for your colored television, or access to the cobalt for your aerospace industry, or access to the copper for your automobile industry.
The content. Man, Congolese people don't eat content. Congolese people can't eat gold. Talk to the Congolese people. We're going to
Lift the finger when it comes to doing it.
For God's sake. Stop killing the people. Stop letting Rwanda, Uganda, and Joseph Kabila.
The situation in the Congo is having these issues. Not just in Africa, but it's a global issue. It's a worldwide issue. Congo is a part of the second largest rainforest in the world. It's vital to the fight against climate change.
Give me the finger, we'll
If
see.
you're concerned about climate change, you should be concerned about Congo. Half of those who have died as a result of the conflict are children under the age of 5. So if you're a child advocate, if you're concerned about children, you ought to be concerned about what's happening in the Congo.
It's on the
If
5.
you're concerned about women,
It's
if you have a
from
mother,
6 is stay up.
you ought to be concerned
It's
about
on the
what's
5.
happening
You
in
need
the Congo.
put on 6.
If you drive an automobile,
Oh, 5 is
fly an
enough.
airplane, or own a cell phone, as a
Okay,
human
okay.
being, at the very least, you ought to be concerned. You ought to say something. You ought to want to find out why this is happening. You ought to be moved to want to bring an end to it.
Look the way you put in my headphone, Josh. You thinking it's okay? Hmm? Ah, God. Donc, vous voyez par rapport à tout ce que je vous ai fait voir, ça c'est une vidéo pour vous montrer les grands carnages, génocides en RDC. Donc, si Facebook commence à couper les vidéos des directs des gens, c'est parce qu'ils voient que nous faisons un travail fantastique. Oui. Donc, je veux demander au frère Guy Sipon de continuer à faire des vidéos de réveil. Il ne faut plus que ça soit seulement dans les jours comme vendredi et dimanche. Non, il faut maintenant faire des choses quand il y a le temps de faire. Mais parce qu'il faut réveiller. Il faut réveiller. L'heure, elle est grave. Nous avons des pays immensement riches. L'Afrique n'est pas pauvre, immensement riche. Nous devons vivre meilleurement. Mais il faut maintenant se battre. Parce que nous avons le droit de nous battre, de défendre nos terres. Il faut défendre la terre du Congo RDC. Tout Congolais aimant cette terre doivent défendre cette terre. C'est la terre des ancêtres. Il ne faut plus rigoler. Attendez, des gens ont des armes. Vous, au lieu d'avoir des cocktails Molotov, vous sortez avec des croix de Jésus-Christ. Mes peuples congolais, avez-vous étudié ou avez-vous été les plus cons des cons? Mais ça fait mal. L'Église catholique vont vous laver maintenant les cerveaux d'aller debout vers des tueurs sans avoir des cocktails Molotov et on tire sur vous. Devenez-vous des sangliers, des lapins, des moutons? Peuple congolais, vengeance sur vengeance. Kabila, il faut en découdre. Il faut Boboma Kabila. Tous les collabos, il faut Boboma Bango. Coûte que coûte. Il faut Boboma. Bah, imposteur. Il faut maintenant beau Boma. Bah, Evil, multinational, 666, les voleurs. Oui. Oui. C'est des voleurs. L'Afrique immensement riche, mais qui en profite de nos terres? Les étrangers. Hein? Les étrangers. Regardez ce que les casques bleus. Regardez. Ce que les casques bleus font en RDC.
Quand les soldats de la paix dérapent.
C'est les casques bleus de la Monique se mettent à se lancer dans les viols, que ces soldats puissent être punis.
Bienvenue à Grand Reportage. Il y a en ce moment une vingtaine de missions de paix dans le monde et le plus important déploiement de casques bleus se trouve en ce moment en République démocratique du Congo. Ces soldats de la paix sont là-bas évidemment pour protéger les populations déchirées par des conflits sanglants. C'est du moins ce que pensaient des femmes et des fillettes congolaises jusqu'à ce qu'elles soient victimes de viols commis par des casques bleus. Ce sont ces crimes sordides, presque toujours impunis, que la documentariste québécoise Edmond Provencher a fait éclater au grand jour. Je vous mets en garde, le sujet est difficile et il peut très certainement déranger un journaliste.
Donc, cette vidéo-là, sur les casques bleus, les casques bleus qui violent en RDC, je vais vous la mettre demain. Demain. Pour ce soir, j'ai fini. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir suivi. Que Dieu vous bénisse et que Dieu bénisse toute la vraie résistance qui se lève pour la libération de l'Afrique, ainsi que les vrais combattants qui se lèvent pour la libération de l'Afrique. Que Dieu nous donne la force et nos ancêtres bantous de libérer les deux Congos, de libérer le Gabon, de libérer toute l'Afrique. Oui, car nous avons le devoir. Vive toutes les résistances vraies et vive les vrais combattants. À part tous les collabos, à part tout le système mafieux. Voilà. Et nous devons écraser tous les collabos. Boma, Kabila, Boma, moi si y a Kabila, Boma, hein? Frère y a la Kabila, Boma ba Congolais collabo, Nyonso. Voilà, c'est ça. Le message est clair. Donc bye bye. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir suivi. Vous étiez en direct avec le tiers africain. Bye bye.